Thanks, Brian. Good morning, everyone. New on video-on-demand platforms is The Short History of the Long Road. This is a brilliant coming-of-age story about a young woman who's on a journey of self-discovery. The film stars Sabrina Carpenter and Danny Trejo and is written and directed by Annie Simon Kennedy.
What's your name, hon?
Nola.
What's your next stop?
Kinda just let the road tell me where to go.
Society will be much better off once we build an army of self-sufficient agitators.
Not everyone wants to live like us.
Of course they do.
I've always loved road trips, and I've always loved road trip movies. But there aren't a lot of them that have a young woman at the center of the story. And there's so many great examples throughout literature and film where there's a young man who sort of strikes out on his own and sets forth into the great unknown. And for a lot of women in road trip films, Thelma and Louise does not end well.
Yeah.
And Agnes Varda's Vagabond doesn't begin well. And so I wanted to tell a story of a young woman who chooses to embrace the road.
The Short History of the Long Road is a deep and yet wonderfully human story of overcoming the obstacles that life invariably tosses at us. Sabrina Carpenter carries the film magnificently and offers up a character that won't easily be forgotten. In the end, The Short History of the Long Road never once misfires. It's one of the best films of the year. Catch it on all video-on-demand platforms. It gets an A and is not rated. Also streaming on VOD is Celebrity Crush. This is written, directed, and starring Oliver Robbins, who you may remember played the young son in the Poltergeist movies.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Pete O'Shea Show. I'm excited right now because Jonathan's going to be signing Chain Face Clown, the Blu-ray re-release. Go see him today.
Fans come to the show to sleep with their favorite horror star, which is you.
Hey, I'm Jonathan Blakely.
My name's Emily.
Do you want to hang out later?
The idea of Celebrity Crush, of course, is a guy that was once in one of the greatest horror films ever made. And he's at these conventions, and you indicated that you went to these conventions. Do you get creepy fans?
I had one fan, most part, all my fans are awesome. But you do have a couple moments. I had one fan that came up to me and she said, Oliver, I got you this honey. And I'm like, honey? And she actually pulls out a jar of honey. She says, I have my bees. And these are this is my honey. And I'm like, that's great. And after she gave me the honey, that was like a commitment to marriage pretty much. And then she began stalking me online and said, I thought I gave you my honey, Oliver. I don't do this to every person. So that was kind of really creepy. And I thought about that moment, and that kind of thing was like, what if we took it to the next, the 10th level, the 100th level of that for Celebrity Crush?
In the film, a young woman takes her celebrity crush a little too far. Celebrity Crush is a cliche film, and although its heart is in the right place, it just can't get out of low gear. It ends up being just an average thriller with little suspense for the viewer. It gets a C, and again is available on all video-on-demand platforms. For ABC4, I'm film critic Tony Toscano.